the officers, but they're not allowed to talk to us right now. They're just standing around. We're talking to, what's your name, sir?
Tony Velloza.
Tony, you've been here since Occupy LA started?
Yes.
What do you make of this? I mean, you've got a lot of officers.
What I see right here is an infringement on the First Amendment right. And furthermore, I believe it's insulting for me as a veteran to go overseas advocating, free speech, all these wonderful freedoms that we enforce on other cultures twice as old as ours, only to come back and to see it overran by corporate interests. I see, like I said before, I got cartel members, I got human traffickers that live in my neighborhood, yet they send the police to come out here and stomp down on First Amendment rights and individuals protesting them. There's obviously something wrong, otherwise millions of people wouldn't show up to various cities around the world in such short time.
So what are you willing to do? They're asking you to leave. They're asking you to leave peacefully. They don't want to cause any problem. They want this to end peacefully.
In my mind, honestly, a camping ordinance does not supersede the Constitution under any circumstance. So I believe I'm willing to stay here and occupy peacefully. But like I said, they have their own job. They got to enforce. So what it is two sides clashing, and I'm not ready to give up so easily on my rights because it's slippery slope. If we can see this today, what's next? What else are they going to ask for?
So how much time do you need? I mean, because some folks who are watching this are probably thinking, well, how much time? You guys have been here for a long time.
Define long time. Long time is 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Any major social change did not occur in 2 months. Like I said, you got the civil rights, you got the gay rights, you got Magna Carta. That stuff didn't happen overnight. The fact we have millions of people in 2 months, no movement has ever matched that type of momentum. So for the naysayers to say, like, oh, what do you guys stand for? Why don't you come on down? Like, you know where we're at. Come talk to us. Do your research. Go serve a war. When I was over there, I was to guard more oil fields than people. That says something. And now these same companies that I defended, they're here infringing my right to pursue happiness at home. It's not right. I feel that's wrong. They overstepped their bounds.
What is it that you want? What do you stand for?
I stand for many things. Like, honestly, I could go on and on, but I'll limit down to 2 things. One, end the Federal Reserve. Because half of our monetary problems and social problems stem from private bankers printing money without any limit. And 2, veterans' rights. Because it's an old fact that 1 out of every 4 veterans, 1 out of every 4 homeless person in America is a veteran. I say that's wrong. These are the same people that we use to defend our country for good or for better or worse, and then yet they come back and they're homeless. So those are the 2 biggest things I stand for. But you're going to find a multitude of causes why people are here. It's all encompassing. It's a vicious cycle. You see, like, money problems, economics problems create social problems. Social problems in turn create political problems. And if they're all united on one side against us, who can we turn to? Peaceful protest is the last thing we got. We can't elect officials to represent us. They're all bought out.
Now, you do realize there are many people who aren't agreeing with you and are upset because look at all these officers and costing taxpayers millions of dollars.
First off, these officers, they're just muscles. They're not told to think. Same thing they told us in the military. We were over there. Most of us don't agree with the war, but we didn't have a place to choose. Same thing with the officers on the local level. And for people who don't agree with us, go serve in a war. Go defend an oil company like their position in Iraq instead of shooting at children at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I feel people who question us are ill-informed and they refuse to believe us. But honestly, you could hide in your fancy house or drive your fancy car for so long, but what's going through Congress right now is called the National Defense Authorization Act. It's allowing the military to pursue American individuals and detain them without habeas corpus or any reason. So they can hide in their fancy little house, but it's only buying them time because nobody's safe from them. Nobody's safe from them.
So what happens now when they come in here and say, you got to move, you got to move, you got to move, or else they start shooting the rubber bullets or the gas? What are you going to do?
Constitution means more to me than a personal record. I'm willing to spend 3 or 4 nights for standing for what I believe in. It's a small price to pay because if we don't take a stand, then our grandchildren will be enslaved by debt, by wars for profit, by political pandering. They have no say. This is the last avenue of expression that we have. You can't vote people in. We are the change we've been waiting for since 2008. When are we going to wait for change? When? So I feel this is a small price to pay for it. And half these cops, they don't want to be here. A lot of my friends are cops in the military. They're like, man, we believe in you guys. We totally support you guys, I got friends in local politics, I myself, I'm not a bum. Like, I'm becoming an aerospace engineer, college paid for by scholarship GI Bill. So it tells you we got people of all types backing up this movement. People got to climb off the TV and educate themselves to come down to what we stand for. Because, of course, they're going to label us hippies, but look at us. Half of us are business owners. Half of us are college students in debt. Half of us are military vets. We know what we're talking about. Don't believe what you hear, because media is a dangerous thing. And who do you think media answers up to? The same corporations that are instituting this BS,
I'm allowing you to give your side here.
Oh, definitely. Thank you. No.
Oh, they cut him off. He was doing so good. Damn, Fox News. As soon as he started bashing the media.
Just walking first way through the crowd.